Two real shitty people. One of them was a colonel in the U.S. military. He was on Oprah Winfrey once. His name was Michael Aquino. I refer to him as Spock's transgender uncle that used to love him, but she died. And then there's Antoine LaVey. Satan will always be here, even if it comes in the form of a beautiful woman, right? Two of the most pathetic human beings in the history of the world. Came up with propaganda, with the gargoyles and the devil and Satan and the Hellmouth and Nosferatu in the center of Sunnyvale, California was Angel and Spike and Buffy being naked, having sex in a cave, and just whoa, first homosexual female sex scenes on a major television network show, groundbreaking stuff, more advertising than ever before. Imagine being someone like Michelle Bowen, right? And the devil and Satan really want to have sex with Michelle Bowen willingly. They want her to be like El Guapo. You want the flower to open herself up to you. Do you have a plethora of piñatas? But she won't, because she has the soul free from the mind, and she knows a real man is like Papa don't take no mess, just like Earl over there. He's trying to help people live the Lord's Prayer, and I'll help him in any way I can. Okay. Now, Michael Aquino and Antoine LaVey clone Michelle, but she's the same lady, like Patrice Martinez, and the rose won't open to them. She won't fall for them. She won't sit there and say, but I love you, Satan, as much as I love Jesus and Abel and Adam and Joseph, okay? Now imagine being a pathetic scientist and a pathetic jock who thinks your dick is God's gift to women. Imagine being Tom Cruise, Dave Miscavige, L. Ron Hubbard, the Pope, the President, okay? I'm being this rotten, sneaky, conniving, manipulating matter, okay? Cloning someone who hates you because you're disgusting, okay, and would love to love you if you could just be like Earl for just 5 fucking minutes without putting on a show to win and sell Nike and be a billionaire because your dick is God's gift to woman, right? So it doesn't, when there's a faithful woman, it doesn't matter what Michael Aquino and Antoine LaVey do. She's not going to like him. She's not going to willingly give herself up to him. He's going to go Goliath and rape her and then kill her and then try to clone her and have her be like Princess. I'm going to make just Princess doesn't desperately fall in love with me. Oh, your beard is so twisted, right? How many times do I have to kill you, boy? Right? You see what I'm saying? So they kill Jesus, turn Jesus into Caesar and LaVey and Aquino and Jordan and Brady and Babe Ruth and Usain Bolt and Carl Lewis. Oh, I'm the best, wiggity swaggity kickity. I had whooped Carl Lewis's ass. I was faster than he was. Okay? If I wanted to become a professional ball player, I could have challenged Jim Paxson right there. Tell him, I was 6 feet tall. I could have looked at him in the eye and said, dude, you have no game whatsoever. Like I did Vic at the park. You got no handles. You're a liability on defense. The coach likes you because you remind him of him because you work your ass off around picks and you can make an open shot. That's your game, period. It lasted with Jack Ramsey for 2 years. Then he got ran out of the leg because no one wanted to keep him because he was a defensive liability. He had no handles and he wasn't a very good passer. Okay? But he made it in the league because of Jack Ramsey. Okay? And mom was nice to him and said that. And he looked at me because I was 6 foot tall and had long hair and looked like Freddie Prinze. Well, Freddie Prinze Jr., but with Freddie Prinze's hair. And so, oh yeah, you're a kid? A pro basketball player? Gerald could jump higher than you. You couldn't handle me in the post. Every time you took a shot, I would have blocked it. Every time you tried to dribble, I would have stole it. Okay? Then every time we went out there and you tried to stop me, I would have ran right past you like you weren't even there. And I could jump over you and dunk on you like you weren't there. Okay? Now, Clyde would give me a game. Clyde would be hard to play against. You, it would be like playing with the 3-year-old when they sit there and you put your hand on top of their forehead and they swing at you. That's what I would have done with Jim Paxson. Okay, and I could have told him that, but I told him, fuck you, because I would have took him out on the court and said, you disrespected my mother? That would have been worse than hitting me in the mouth and cut my teeth. He disrespected my mama right in front of my mama's face. I would have went out there and beat the shit out of Jim Paxton. I would have said, I'm going to pack your lunch and send you off your lunch, and I'm going to take it from you and eat it right in front of you. Don't you ever disrespect my mama, you stupid little ass. When she compliments you, you say, thank you, Marianne. That was very astute and kind of you. You don't sit there and say, that kid would have whooped your ass, Jim Paxton. I'd have finished up by dunking in your face, and it would have been easy. Okay? I was faster than Tariq Hill. I could jump higher than Michael Jordan. Okay? I fell off that ladder when I was 55. I was at the top of that trellis, which is over 7, close to 7 feet tall. I fell straight out on for it, landed on the ground, no injuries, no concussion. When I hit the ground, I thought to myself, when I thought Rogelio was probably looking next door and got a good laugh out of that. That's what I was thinking when I hit the ground. And God said, shit, oh man, that was no fun. That hurt. Okay? Troy Aikman and then Terry Bradshaw have been in the hospital. Was that Richard Nixon? No, he's not in office anymore. It was Jimmy Carter. Do you see what I'm saying? Or Ronald Reagan or whoever was in office when one of those dumbasses won the Super Bowl. Okay? When that 280-pound basketball thing fell on my leg. Okay? Did you see what happened to Alex Smith's leg and Joe Theismann's leg? Okay, that was 280 solid pounds. It fell on top of my leg. Cut up, soft tissue damage. Hurt like a motherfucker. Took for a while for it to heal. No broken bones, no putting it back together. Okay? I'm not Superman. But damn it, I'm more of a Superman than the quarterbacks that don't go down when you're playing on the EA Sports thing, which has terrible AI. They don't know how to block. You sit there and you run and you set the blockers up and the cornerback runs right past him and tackles you and you're like, oh, no, that should not happen. I have a fullback in front of me and I'm on his rump. Okay, as soon as it comes up, he pancakes the cornerback and Earl's gone, just like Philip, Warwick. Woo! It sounds like a big choo-choo train. That's what Phil Warwick used to do in flag football. I'd run behind his rump and people would just get out of Phil's way. Okay, he was just a diversion. We couldn't block. I would just run behind him. We'd do like a little pass. The quarterback would just ladder it over to me, and I'd run back across the thing behind Phil Warwick, and that's how we'd win all the time. Because all the jocks, he hated Donnie Hop and Mick Daly because they were mean to all the kids, the poor kids, and the kids you make fun of. So they'd just give it to Earl, and I would go around, and Philip loved it. And then Gary Ward, he runs like a faggot. You're just saying that because you can't catch him. Run, Bambi, run. I'd just go, and I was gone. They couldn't even come near my flag. I was so fast, it was like not even, I didn't know. Because I didn't race to humiliate people, and I didn't like people to feel inferior or small. It hurt my feelings when other people felt inadequate. Okay? But when other jocks were making fun of all the kids that couldn't ball, all the kids that couldn't ball were like, Earl was on our team, and we beat Donnie Hop and Mick Daly. And Earl doesn't even play football. No, I didn't want to. Oh, Phil and Chuck were so mad at me. And I said, why? When he got you guys kicked off the team for Kettle Falls, we still would have beat Kettle Falls. With the backup lineman, I could have ran all over Kettle Falls. Shit, yeah. All you'd have to do is just get it to where Earl can, or just, because the way Mick could throw, Mick had a good arm. He could just run to the parking lot and go catch it, Earl. I'll just throw it real far and you run under it. That's all Mick had to do. And he would have done it to get back at Philip and Chuck because he was an asshole. And you think I would have wanted to help him do that? So fuck you, catch it yourself. Like Zeph Jigmont. You do that again, I'm going to shove that ball up your ass, right? Understand? So I'm dealing with the military, okay? This is a military zone. Once you get into your blood and fighting crime and protecting the border, they're just nothing but a bunch of drug cartel, pimped, addicted to pimp daddy. They like being, everybody come up and telling them, ooh, and they like that feeling of intimidation. They're a sheriff, okay? When they come in, and they got the gun and they're the guy. We finally caught you, El Pupo. Yeah, you thought you were badass. They love that dopamine rush. When they get the bad guy, it makes them feel like they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. It makes them feel like they're underdog on crack and just caught Simon Bar Sinister and Cad. And Riff Raff? No way. Yahweh. Okay. They love that feeling. Me? I hate it. Why couldn't you just live the Lord's Prayer with me? Stupid Goliath, I'll just cut your fucking head off. I'll go cry for 3 days and hope that the next time Goliath won't do that, and I can have, Darren Morgan laugh and say, do that again. You just put your foot on top of my head. That was the coolest thing I ever saw. Me and the linemen and the centers, all my big guys, we always got along. I was never, we were always, they were always big, kind, gentle sweethearts, like Chili Napalway. Liked that kid a lot. And but I like the big guys that aren't bullies. Well, they also know that they're easy to shoot with a bow and arrow. They're the biggest targets, and they're easy for marksmen to kill right off the bat. They're the first ones they aim at. Is a 7-footer or a 6'11" guy. Okay, so they learn over time. Ooh, I thought I could beat everybody up, but when they came up with that bow and arrow, it was real easy for little Simon Bar Sinister to stand away 100 yards away and go thunk. Even Gina Davis could kill my ass. Wow, Thelma and Louise, drive that car off the cliff. Okay, so you guys understand? Okay, so once a bitch, always a bitch. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to your children. Don't trap the soul in the patheticness of your ego. Be free like me, okay? You are given life by the glory of grace, and I completely adore the soul. But if your pathetic mind traps the soul, I will sever your head from your shoulders faster than you can code a computer. Okay? I love you. Peace.